Recap of Sheriff Country, Season 1, Episode 1 Pilot. Spoilers ahead. Basic info and setup. The show is a spin-off of Fire Country, created by Matt Lopez for CBS, and stars Morena Baccarin as Mickey Fox. The episode premiered on October 17, 2025. Mickey Fox is serving as interim sheriff of Edgewater, small California town, while also dealing with personal, family complications. Recap plot summary. Opening and introduction. We meet Mickey Fox, a law enforcement officer who has stepped up into the role of interim sheriff after the prior sheriff died. She is challenged not just by crime, but by the town's skepticism, political pressure. She's running for the role full-time, a daughter with addiction issues, and a father with a criminal past. Case of the week. Food theft, right-pointing arrow, child abuse. A series of break-ins, burglaries in an upscale neighborhood catches the town's attention. The stolen goods turn out to be food from pantries, seemingly minor crime. Mickey's deputy, Boone, didn't inform her initially because he dismissed it as not serious. Mickey investigates and discovers it's not simply theft. The boy, Simon, is stealing food for his stepsister Maddie, who is in an abusive home where the stepmother is starving her. Mickey tries to intervene. She goes to the house, is initially rebuffed because the parents claim she needs a warrant. She ultimately gets legal cover and the children are rescued. The parents attempt to escape in a car with the kids, leading to a cliffside standoff. Mickey and her team manage to prevent tragedy. Personal and family subplots. Mickey's daughter Skye has recently become sober. However, her social, romantic life complicates things. She's involved with Brandon, a young man Mickey previously arrested for drug dealing. Skye's choices raise concern for Mickey. Mickey's father Wes is an ex-con who in his past ran an illegal pot operation. He moves in with Mickey in hopes of going legit and tries to help with Skye's recovery. But his involvement ends up complicating matters. Skye's boyfriend steals money from Wes' beehive stash, etc. Meanwhile, Mickey is running for sheriff, a campaign backed by community groups such as the Rotary Club, who are starting to question her experience after the break-ins and other issues. Also, her deputy Boone appears to be running for sheriff against her, or considering it, creating a tense dynamic. Climax and episode car touchdown. The break-in case escalates into the cliffside standoff. The parents with the kids attempt escape. The car veers near the edge. Mickey intervenes and saves the situation. On the personal front, Skye finds her boyfriend Brandon dead, stabbed, in his home. Skye claims she found him and tried to help, but her fingerprints on the murder weapon, and her presence at the scene, make Mickey worry this could jeopardize both her daughter and her campaign. Themes, significance and what it means. Duty versus personal life. Mickey's role as interim sheriff places her in a difficult spot, protecting her town, campaigning, while also being a mother with a troubled daughter and a father with a past. Power and trust in a small town. The show underscores how law enforcement in a small community is as much about relationships, reputation, and local politics as it is about solving crime. Hidden abuses and small crimes that lead to big revelations. What starts as just food stolen from a pantry turns into child abuse rescue and a high-stakes crisis. Family legacy and cycles of trouble. Mickey's father was involved in crime. Her daughter struggles with addiction. Mickey is trying to break those cycles. Ambition and its cost. Mickey's campaign for sheriff looms in the background and the episode suggests that her daughter's incident could threaten everything she's built. If you enjoyed this recap, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more recaps like this.
A blood-stained knife. A mother who's also the sheriff. And one impossible question: what would you do if your daughter looked guilty of murder? That's how episode 2 of Sheriff Country opens, and it doesn't slow down for a second. Sheriff Mickey Fox, Morena Baccarin, is still finding her footing in Edgewater County. Crime's rising, trust is thin, and her daughter Skye has just clawed her way out of rehab. But life outside recovery quickly gets darker. Skye goes to visit her boyfriend Brandon, one last time before he's supposed to head back into treatment. She opens the door, and he's dead. Blood everywhere. Knife missing. Her fingerprints, all over it. But it's the next move that makes everything suspicious. Instead of dialing 911, Skye runs straight to her mother, the sheriff. You can almost see the professional mask sliding off Mickey's face when she realizes what her daughter's saying. Brandon's body. The blood. The knife. Now Mickey's two identities, mother-in-law and enforcer, crash head-on. Brandon's family starts calling it a cover-up before the investigation even starts. And the detail that complicates everything. Brandon wasn't innocent either. Turns out Brandon had discovered something ugly. Skye's grandfather, Wes Fox, had stashed hidden cash inside old beehives behind the family house. Brandon tried to steal it. Got stung, literally and figuratively. So now there's blood, betrayal, addiction, and old money, all tracing back to the Fox family. The motive web gets sticky fast, pun intended, and Mickey's face says it all. She knows this case could end both her career and her family. And while she's drowning in that mess, another case explodes across town. While Skye's under suspicion, Edgewater PD is chasing another lead, a group of missing seasonal workers nicknamed Trimmigrants. Last seen near a Christmas tree farm outside Edgewater. Mickey, Boone, and Cassidy track the case and uncover something bigger, forced labor operations hidden behind holiday cheer. A tree farm that isn't growing spruce, it's hiding people. One escapee points them there with chilling clues: snow, and Santa Claus. Mickey gears up the raid. No backup. No rest. Just raw nerve. Because while she's saving strangers, her own daughter's life is burning down back home. The sequence plays like an action short film. Red lights flashing through pine trees, shouting, cuffs snapping. Mickey charges in, rescues the captives, and neutralizes the traffickers. One suspect dies, two go down silently. It's a clear professional win. But the second she gets back, the press is waiting. Not to praise her success, to ask why her daughter hasn't been booked yet. Edgewater doesn't forget, and neither do Brandon's grieving relatives. Mickey steps onto the courthouse steps, and the whispers start. Conflict of interest. Cover up. Sheriff protecting her junkie daughter. You can feel it, that small-town suffocation where everyone knows your shame before you've even spoken it. Her deputy Boone tries to keep the department steady, but eyes are on Mickey's every move. The law feels less like justice and more like quicksand. And then someone unexpected shows up, someone with plans of their own. Mickey's ex-husband, Travis Fraley, returns, a lawyer, ready to claw their daughter out of jail. She hates that she needs his help, but she does. Meanwhile, her father Wes, the ex-dealer with a ledger full of sins, starts poking around the case, too. Maybe to help. Maybe to cover his own past. Now we're not just asking who killed Brandon, but what the Fox family is hiding from each other. By the end of Firewall, the kidnapping victims are safe, sure, but nothing else is. Skye's still the main murder suspect. Mickey's badge is endangered by every decision she makes. And the whole community is ready to turn on her if one mistake surfaces. The episode fades out on tension, not relief. You feel the weight. Mickey's forced to uphold the law while the law threatens her own blood. And that's where the show's brilliance hits, two wins that still feel like a loss. What Firewall nails is dual pressure, the procedural high stakes of a sheriff chasing kidnappers, and the personal nightmare of a mother watching her daughter crumble. Edgewater itself becomes a character, quiet, judgmental, dangerous underneath the calm. The script keeps its realism grounded. Addiction, family loyalty, and justice tangled so tightly you can't tell which is which. The question now isn't who killed Brandon, it's how far Mickey will go before she breaks. Because every firewall fails eventually. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow so you don't miss what happens in episode 3, when Edgewater learns what protect and serve really costs.